Man City have been charged with over 100 counts of financial fair play breaches. What is financial fair play? What are the charges? And what does this mean for Man City? Well, first and foremost, what on earth is financial fair play, you may be asking? UEFA financial fair play regulations are a set of regulations established to prevent professional football clubs spending more than they earn in the pursuit of success, and in doing so, not getting into financial problems which might threaten their long-term survival. Some have argued they were instituted to prevent financial doping from outside sources injecting money into smaller clubs. They were agreed to in 2009 in September by the Financial Control Panel of football's governing body in Europe, UEFA. The regulations provide for sanctions to be taken against clubs who exceed the spending over several seasons within a set budgetary framework. Implementation of the regulations took place at the outset of the 2011-2012 season. The severest penalty is disqualification from European competition. Other penalties included fines, withholding of prize money, and player transfer bans. So, what has happened to Manchester City? The Premier League confirmed that a number of alleged breaches between the 2009 and 10 season and the 2017-18 season. They've been referred to an independent commission with the conclusion of a 4-year investigation, and they won the Premier League 3 times during this period. So interestingly enough, Man City got no prior warning to the statement made by the Premier League today. So what rules did they actually break? Well, they broke 50 breaches of accuracy of financial information, 8 breaches in regards of illegal manager payments. This was spanning all the way back to Roberto Mancini and actually has nothing to do with Pep Guardiola, at least for now. Shadow contracts were almost doubling Roberto Mancini's contracts, and he was classified as an advisor to the Saudi Arabian club Al Jazeera. They also had 25 breaches of profit and sustainability laws, supposedly overinflating sponsorship money. So, say for example, Company X wanted to invest in Man City, but they weren't actually a real company, and their sponsorship money was then used to create big money moves. There were 30 breaches on assisting the Premier League on their investigation, I guess the lack thereof of their cooperation. And the investigation from the Premier League came after the UEFA investigation in 2018, I believe it was. So the big difference between these two is Man City were actually banned from the UEFA Champions League for 2 years, except they went all the way to court, all the way through the appeals process, and basically overturned the decision. However, there is supposedly no opportunity to appeal these charges, and so they kind of have to stick, apparently. So let's talk worst case scenarios for Man City. So Pep told officials last year from Man City that if they lied to him about financial law infringements, he would walk away. And clearly they may have lied to him. Unless they revealed everything to him, it seems like they've lied to him at this point. The commission will be held in private and can impose open-ended sanctions, which could include fines, points deductions, or even relegation from the Premier League. So potentially all of these options could happen. So it could be a relegation, expelled from the Premier League, and lose their manager in Pep Guardiola because he isn't happy about being lied to. And also potential to be stripped of their titles, those 3 Premier League titles that I referenced earlier, during this infringement process. So in 2011-2012, Man United would then win the title supposedly, raising the Aguero goal effectively from history. Liverpool would win the title in the 2013-2014 season, giving Steven Gerrard his first and only Premier League title, and giving Mourinho a title in 2017-18 for Man United again. But what is actually likely to happen? Well, I doubt the titles would be stripped for Man City. That just seemed a little implausible. Teams would be relegated. What would happen? Too much of a butterfly effect, I think, in that case. There's a decent chance Pep may walk. If he sticks to his word and actually leaves after what he said, it sounds like he's going to go. Whether or not that he will, not sure, we'll have to see. And I would also imagine that there's going to be a point deduction eventually. I'd imagine this is going to drag out for a little while. This could be a couple year process, but I'd imagine there's a point deduction, and depending on the severity of the charges, there may even be a relegation. However, I don't think they'll last long in the Championship. I'd imagine they come right back up, just like Juventus did all those years ago when they went to Serie B. They may lose some of their key players. Players like Haaland may walk, stuff like that. They'll try and leave their contracts, but it'll be interesting to see. I think this process is going to take a while. How long it takes, how long before we actually get a real conclusion, we'll have to see. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.